I know the culture thing, it makes it more, and the distance thing, all of that makes it more complicated. But I don't think the problem is like, I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think this is a universal thing.
Okay.
This thing of like, no, let me just drop the pretense and let you know the real shit that's going on. Like, show you the real world. Like, this is how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as you were told it must be. It can't possibly be that. It couldn't possibly be the same thing for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to do some shit that other people are not doing.
It's true.
That's life. You know what I mean? I think that's something where, depending on the cultural, like the way the society works and the way the culture is, that can be received more aggressively in some places than in other places. But I still think it's everyone's truth. I think it's like,
I think ultimately your truth is what will set you free. It's what will bring you the opportunity that you're looking for, because you can only present.
But it will hurt. It will hurt doing it.
Yeah, it will hurt doing it, but you need that. You need the pain to go through it. You grew through pain.
Yeah.
Like you can't. It's the only way, bro.
You gotta take risks.
You have to take risks. You have to take risks.
Yeah.
After our conversation that day, the video I've been putting out, I've been cutting out some video for my business. I've been cutting out some video. I'm putting out some shot, some part of the video. So I've been thinking about. I'm just gonna reference my cousin right now. He's the one running the business from far away, and then just reporting back to me. Every Sunday we have a catch up of like what's the state of things and stuff like that. Sometimes during the week as well.
Who's that? Sorry,
my cousin.
What's his name?
That's Yannick, Patrick Yannick. Yannick Patrick.
Am I right?
Yeah, Yannick Kemda. Shout out to Yannick Kemda. He's the CEO of Moafish. So he's the one running the business for me when I'm not around, and reporting back to me like every week normally, but sometimes during the week we have a conversation if something really interesting happens, or like
Yeah.
And he never.
Yannick's your guy, isn't it? Like Yannick's your guy, isn't it? Like two, like you chose him because you two know how to talk to each other.
Bro, like he understands, he gets it.
And
he gets it the way it makes sense. And I don't even know what was the point I was trying to make there. But anyway, let me go even further to that. Like the reason why is because we hustled together when I was in Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the market. We were selling stuff together. We bought stuff and we sold together. We worked in the bar in a restaurant together. It wasn't even our restaurant. Like a cousin of someone related to us was hiring us to handle this for him, and we're doing so well that he wanted us to run this thing. So we worked together. We think the same way. We moved around everything. It wasn't that. For me, it was like brainless. Like I didn't have to think about it twice. Whenever I decided I wanted to like start investing in Cameroon. Like it was never like, who am I going to choose to do this with when I'm not around? Like I knew it was going to be. I think deep down he always knew. But I went to a period where I disappeared when I left Cameroon for a while. Like I wasn't really in touch with my family like that because time was rough. So I was trying to figure out myself. I was hustling. So, and when you're hustling, bro, like so every now and then you think about family, but my brain was like, keep going, man. It's not time yet. Keep going, keep going. Although there was like a dead period of time, but when I settled and I started feeling a little bit like, okay, I feel like I'm getting somewhere here. Like it's easy. I can do some investment.
Breathing ground now.
Yeah, exactly. I've got some space to breathe. I can place some investment. Let me holler at my people. And then when I holler at you, it was just like, bro, this was never like, you don't even have to ask me. Like
that's like, how I felt until recently. When we started doing this, bro. That's how I've been feeling up until that point. Yeah, man.
I was like,
I've been paddling hard. I'm like, yeah, ain't got no time. I can't chill and chat to you, bro. I'll sink. But it's a damn shame. Like, it's not a good way to be, man. Hey, Yannick's your Cameroonian Ross, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. That's
like,
what it is.
We're gonna have them stories, isn't it? We're gonna have them stories like, oh yeah, like I'll be talking about Hermann and go through a list of jobs that I've worked with Hermann in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, like first we were in finance, then we was running this t-shirt business, then we started this web series. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro,
and now we've invested in this fine whiskey.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I like the direction of that. Yes, it is. So, oh yeah, I know where I was going with the story. So I just wanted to set the ground scene to see, like, to make you understand, like, how deep this goes, you know, between us. He does the most of the video that you see I post on social media. He's the one that's making it, and like sometimes I'm amazed by the skills because he didn't go to school to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So the last video that we put out was a video using old Cameroonian song that used to be a hit, like 80s.
Yeah.
And he did that with the background of old background. Like when you look at old video, they look all stretches and stuff that. So like he matched that together. And I never told him like I wanted to do a video like that.
Yeah.
But it's been running to my mind that I want to make a mashup video with the background of all Cameroonian music that made a hit. It was a hit during those times.
Yeah.
But he did that video without me telling him. Like, bro, I don't understand if you get this. And then he sent me the video without telling me that he's been working on this. And I look at the video.
And you're like, this guy just robbed my brain.
And then I and then with the song, the old song that like the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I just started crying. And I didn't like, and so a tear fell, and I'm looking at the video. I'm like, like the emotion, I'm stunned.
Yeah.
I'm stunned by the fact that he could read my brain without me telling him. I'm stunned by the fact that
also you know that the business means the same to him as it means to you.
To me.
Like,
exactly. So it's just like the match there was just so crazy. It was so crazy. I didn't call him right there and then. I called him like, I don't know, a couple of days after to have that conversation. And then I told him that I cried.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what do you mean you cried? We went to Gabby's funeral together. I didn't see you cry there.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know that you cry. Like, I've never seen you cry before.
Yeah, you don't
cry, man. What are you talking about? I'm like, I shed a tear, bro. Like, that's like, as simple as it is, that's how much it meant to me.
Oh.
And it just reinforced the fact that, you know, I'm just gonna work with you forever until I die.
Yeah.
That's basically what it means. Because like, you know, you would do shit like that it was in my plan, and the fact that, and I'm a busy guy, bro. I got work, and then I'm gonna finish what I have to work on some marketing stuff. And then like, you know, and then he's running the business and everything. And I had stuff that I've been thinking about. Sometimes I write it down, sometimes I don't, sometimes I forget. And then it comes back to me. And then like you just showed me one of those things that I thought about it, didn't write it down, forgot about it, and then I saw it there.
He picked it up for you,
and it was well made, and it was just like, oh my God. I was just so happy, bro. Like anyway, it was just like one of those moments, bro. Like it was something. Bro.
Hey, bruv. It's been a crazy year, man.
Oh, man, this year.
But yeah, bruv. What was we talking about earlier? I had a challenge for you for 2021. What was it? I want you to...
It had something to do with doing stuff that are not related to business, or that are not like that I'm not gonna be getting something
the
financial
practical
out
stuff.
of it.
Stop. Do that, but let there be a couple things, because you're doing this thing right now where, like, with your phone, and you're like, I'm gonna be disciplined because discipline is how you get success. Like, this is how. Like, you don't get like to be successful by doing what everybody else does.
Yeah.
Because successful is a term of comparison. Successful in comparison to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, the whole point of like being successful is that you're doing better than a lot of people. So you can't do the same things everyone else is doing. So you're like, so I will sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will, like that. You know, phone does look cool, but actually I've learned to look at things not in terms of whether they're cool or not. I've learned to look at them as to whether or not they will help me, whether or not they're useful, which is great. It is great, but you can go too far because. So we was talking about fashion.
Yeah.
And you were saying that there was an element of, you used to do that because it felt good, and then people would like how you look and ask you where you got those clothes from and all that kind of stuff. And it's good stuff. But it's and I understand how you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I don't want to.
I didn't say that I don't want to do that anymore. It's just that I naturally fell into a place where, bro, it comes back to self-awareness. And I think that I know myself more now than I did 5 years ago. And for me at the time, it meant a lot. Like, it meant a great deal for me to. Bro, it's not long ago that I would tell you that they enjoy the process of shopping. I used to enjoy the process of, like, getting the item is nice, but finding the item was like the creativity around it.
Yeah, the design.
So I would go to the mall. I was hungry. I would go to the mall, massive mall, and go to all the shops that I already spotted the shop that I could afford to buy in. Right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to all those expensive ones. I was going only to one that I could have. I had a list. So Zara was there, H&M was there, Paul & Bear, Uniqlo, like all those like, brand where, they have good stuff, but they are not expensive. They're accessible. You can afford it.
Yeah.
And I will start. So I'll finish. I will do that on Sunday. Sometimes I wouldn't even have the money. But I'll just go because I want to see if there's going to be an item that when I have the money, I'll go and buy it. Check this out, bro. That's how much into it I was.
Yeah.
So I would just go around. Sometimes I wouldn't have the money. I did a lot. Like, it was always every Saturday. I would leave my house. I was just like, let me go for a walk. And when I say walk, I'm going to the fucking mall. I went to the mall. When I enter the mall, I'm excited. I enjoy the process of going through this. I start with this one. I check. I'm like, oh, okay, this is not bad. And while I'm checking, I'm like, oh, this and this together, this is like a killer outfit. I'll be thinking in my brain, like, oh, right, if I switch it up with this is okay. I'll get out of that, go to the next, and then I'll do that. I could do that for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll go home. That's how. Now, the fact that people enjoy what I was wearing, or tell me like, oh, where did you get this? Like, like tell me what, like, yeah, this is nice. Like, I want to get it. It felt good, but it wasn't the original reason why I was doing it in the first place. Now, I naturally fell into a position where right now, I don't remember the last time I went shopping. I don't remember the last time I went shopping. I don't. All the stuff I have, this jeans probably 3 years old or 4 years old. Same as this thing, same as this. You probably see, like, I've got stuff at home that I bought when I was still in Hungary. So that's probably like 6 years old, 5 years old, still in good condition, and I wear them. They still do the job. I still look fine when I wear them. I stopped like looking at. I mean, naturally, without me even missing it sometime. There's not a day that has gone by that I was like, oh, I miss the day I used to go to the mall and check. Like, that has just gone. And I'm not even regretting it. It's not. I'm not even chasing for it.
Yeah.
It's just like the clothes every time I look at my wardrobe, like, I don't feel like I need to buy anything else. I've got everything I ever wanted. I've got a Clark Velvet, I've got All Star, I've got a Van, I've got a Chelsea boot. I've got a Palladium. I've got all the shoes I ever wanted to buy in my life. And every time I look at them, there's 7 shoes, and I like that collection. And it's okay for me. And I bought them in the course of like 5 years, and ever since I've never bought another pair of shoes. And every time I look at them, I'm like, I'm all right. Like I've got all of it.
New types of shoes have been invented, right?
I know new type of shoe have been invented.
So, all right. So what I'm talking about is like I get all of that. All of that makes perfect sense. I came to the same conclusions myself.
Yeah.
But then one day I just sort of realized that instead of like, so it's not that you don't miss doing that, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's not that that's not fun. You know that that's a fun thing to do.
I know it's a fun thing to do.
And that's basically like you at some point, you've got to the point where you're proud that you don't miss that. Because even though that's fun, yeah, you're like, no, but I'm disciplined. Like I'm focused. So you basically got to the point where you're like, yeah, like you at some point you have to make a choice between am I going to have fun or I'm going to be successful? Like, am I going to accomplish things?
Yes, that's the mindset. But I think a better way to put it is I got to a point where I could always have that. It's a given for me. I know how to get it. I can get it now if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I could get 1,000 of them now even if I wanted to. But I got to a point where I'm like, I like to compare this with this Warren Buffett analogy. Or like, you know, someone asked me one of the question like, will you, if you were to offer an opportunity, if you were in a suit, let's say you're wearing like $2,000 suit at the moment, all fresh.
I'm wearing Oswald Boateng.
Yes, bro.
Some brightly coloured.
Yes,
suit.
bro.
Like
you're swerving.
Yeah, like the interior is just as beautiful as the exterior.
And it's like the fabric is just so fucking.
Yeah. I'm not restricted at all, but it hugs me. Like I can move freely, yeah. But it's like where everything's shaped to my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, you're wearing that suit, and then like something come up that's like important, where you have to get dirty.
Yeah.
But it will be for a benefit to you. Like it happens. Like you're not like. It's like you were not having a busy day. You were having a great day. You were having fun. You know, walking around, looking dope. You know, maybe going to a restaurant, whatever. And then something come up where you have to get dirty. You have to get really dirty. Like the suit might tear up. Like the whole shit just might fucking disappear.
Yeah.
But what will happen after doing that stuff will be something great that maybe you always wanted to do, or something that will advance you financially. Will you go ahead and do that? Or you will say, I'm wearing a fucking $2,000 dress here. I'm not a suit here. I'm not gonna fucking destroy that just because I want to get, you know, to this next level.
I tell you what, mate.
And then, you know,
I tell you what, I'll never be in that situation, and I'll tell you why. Right? So this suit, I know that suit, yeah.
Yeah.
I know the suit you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only gonna wear that suit, yeah, because I'm going to somewhere where a suit is required.
Okay.
It's the only time I'm wearing that suit. So it was not a mistake to wear that suit because I needed it for the event I was going to. So if something else comes up, I'll just have to make a decision. But it was still a good thing I was in that suit. And the thing is, like, because the reason that you're describing being in that suit, like you're describing being in that suit because it's going to feel dope to be in that suit, right?
Yeah, bro.
I'm not going to though, because if it's just that I want to feel dope, yeah, I can feel dope in some shit I got from TK Maxx.
Yeah.
I really can.
I agree.
Like I can feel dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's a thing where, you made a decision about I can have fun or I can accomplish things. And then
fun will always gonna be there. Fun is like
you can always go back to fun.
Yeah, I could like it will be easy, and I will be like, I'll get a private jet now. I'm like, I'll go to fucking name the place.
But be honest, at the moment, there's been times when you went a while without having fun. Like there's been times when you're like, yeah, that was too long to go without having fun.
Yes, but I haven't had those. Well, this year has been a bit crazy. I haven't had those in a long time. Like it's you know, before I went to Cameroon, oh my days, I was a fucking machine. I feel like going to Cameroon made me lose a bit of my hunger.
Yeah.
I spent 5 months in Cameroon, mate. 5 months.
Yeah.
And I was Man, I don't even know how to explain this.
You remembered what it was like to be you. Right?
And like, and I'm sorry, bro. I missed that. Although it was like, no, I'm not even gonna joke it. I'm not joking here because it was a period where I had done, and I was just doing shit, and it was piling up, and I could see the result, and I was so fucking proud of myself.
Yeah.
I walk in the office, like even the way I was walking, my swagger, like people will know, like Hermann is here, like someone is in the building, you know, like bro,
like you walk into a 6-level like building. And you walk into the front, into the main reception, and just the way that you're walking, somebody on the 6th floor is like, somebody just entered this building.